What is heat pump? So this heat pump concept is also a very important concept as per the chiller point of view and the hot water supply point of view. The heat pump, the function of heat pump is to transfer heat from one place to another. That is the function of the heat pump. It just transfer the heat from one place to another. In this absorption chiller also, two pumps are there. So the function is same. It can transfer heat from one place to another. The air source heat pump, there are two types of heat pump. The first type of heat pump is air source heat pump. That moves the heat between the air inside a home and the air outside a home. What is the role of air source heat pump? It just moves the heat between the air inside the home and the air outside the home. So to move the heat from inside home to outside home or outside home to inside home, that is the role of air source heat pump. There is another category of heat source that is called as ground source heat pump. Last time we discussed one topic in the last session where the ground source heat pumps are used. That is the geothermal heat pump, known as geothermal heat pump. Transfer the heat between the air inside the home and the ground outside the home. As we know that this geothermal heat pump concept that is related with the underground concept. So where the heat will be get transferred from air inside the home to the air, or we can say that the heat that is available in the ground outside the home. Heat pump do not generate heat. This is very important. They move heat from one place to another. A furnace that creates the heat that is distributed throughout the home. Who create the heat? Heat is created by the furnace in the furnace type examples, and that is distributed throughout the home. But heat pump absorb heat energy from the outside air. What is the role of heat pump? You can see why we are discussing this. The property of heat pump is that it can absorb the heat energy from the outside air. Means the outside energy, outside air, when it is required to circulate inside home, some of the air, what we can say that the heat energy of that air, it is required to be absorbed so that the cooled air can be circulated inside the house, so that it absorbs that heat energy from the outside air. And the reverse action will be taken place in the another season also. When in cooling mode, there are two modes, cooling mode and heating mode. When in a cooling mode, a heat pump and an air conditioner are functionally identical. What we call AC and this heat pump operation is very similar in cooling mode. So there are two modes of this heat pump operation that we will now going to be explored. Absorbing heat from the indoor air and releasing it through the outdoor unit. So in cooling mode, what happens? If for example, if any room is there, in that room, if the inside room is get if that cool air get warm up, so that it is required to absorb that heat from that room, and it is necessary to release that to the outside. Okay, so this function will be taken place in the cooling mode of that heat pump. So which are the different components of this heat pump system? So there are two units, outdoor unit and indoor unit. So what is there in the outdoor unit? In the outdoor unit, you just imagine the AC. If we anyone all of us, we have seen the AC. So in AC there are two units. One unit is inside the room and another unit is placed outside the room. So this heat pump concept is very similar to AC concept, or we can say that it is identical concept. There is no change in that. So outside unit, what is the role of outside unit and what components are there in the outside unit? Now the time is to understand this. The outside unit contains a coil and a fan. There is a coil and there is a fan, two elements. And one more is there. The coil operates as either the condenser. When it is a cooling mode, that particular coil act as a condenser, and when it is a heating mode, then that the same coil act as a evaporator. Okay, because in winter and in summer the role will be different. In summer the role will be different, and in the winter season the role will be different. Now what happened, you can see it act as a condenser when there is a cooling mode. Means if we want to cool the inside room, that is cooling mode. So at that time that particular external unit act as a condenser, or coil act as a condenser. The fan blows outside air over the coil to facilitate the heat exchange. So what happened? The fan will blow the outside air through the coil, and now coil act as a condenser. So that heat will get transferred from that that external air to the coil. Okay, so that the air that is released from that unit will be cooled air, and the opposite will be taken place in the another season. Indoor unit, like the outdoor unit, the indoor unit commonly referred to as air handler unit. So in internal unit there is a air handler unit, contains a coil and fan. Again the same thing, coil and fan is there in the internal unit also. The coil act as a evaporator, opposite thing. Now you can see internally, internal coil now in the cooling mode act as a evaporator coil, and in the another season it act as a condenser coil. So you can see the opposite thing. The fan is responsible, again fan is responsible for moving the air across the coil and throughout the ducts in the home. So what is the role of fan? The fan will circulate the air across the coil, as well as it will also throughout the that particular air in the duct portion of the home. So third part of this is refrigerant. The refrigerant is the substance that absorbs and rejects heat as it circulates throughout the heat pump system. So refrigerant is also required to plays the role of absorption and rejection, as we discussed in the absorption chiller. And there is compressor also. The compressor pressurize the refrigerant and move it throughout the system. So to increase the pressure of that particular refrigerant, the compressor is required. And then one more component, reversing valve. The part of the heat pump system that reverses the flow of refrigerant, allowing the system to operate in the opposite direction and switch between heating and. As the same AC has a two mode of operation. In one mode of operation, it can be act as a cooling mode, and in another mode of operation, it can be act as a heating mode. So this switching can be taken place with the help of reversing valve. So this reversing valve plays very important role in heat pump. In one case, it can be useful for the cooling mode, and in another reverse action, it can be used for heating mode. How we can easily understand that from the graphical representation. So there is an expansion valve also. The expansion valve acts as a metering device, regulating the flow of the refrigerant as it passes through the system, allowing for reduction of pressure and temperature of the refrigerant. So expansion valve's function is that it regulates the flow of refrigerant. As the refrigerant is the main components of this heat exchange and cooling process, so it plays very important role. So that expansion valve regulates the flow of this refrigerant as it passes throughout the system, and it also allows for the reduction of pressure and temperature. When the heat get exchanged to the refrigerant, and when it pass through the compressor, their pressure and heat also get increased. So it is very essential to decrease that heat and pressure. So once it pass through the expansion valve, automatically what happens? The flow get reduced, the pressure get reduced, as well as the heat temperature also get reduced, and then it will be passed through the outside unit. So this is the representation of this heat pump in cooling mode. You can see that here it is mentioned indoor coil, here it can be mentioned outdoor coil. Now, now from this we can understand that in the outdoor section there is a coil and fan. In the indoor section also there is a coil and fan. You can see that this particular coil in the indoor side and fan is also there, and in outside also there is a coil and fan. And along with that, what other components are mentioned, they are also shown over here. Expansion wall is also here, and this compressor is also there. Only one part is that not shown here, that is the reversal wall. So reversal wall plays the role of reversing the action for the mode of the AC, that is cooling mode to heating mode. So reversal wall is also there. So how many components? Fan, coil, compressor, expansion wall, and reversal wall. Now you can see here what happened. The outside coil, when the refrigerant that pass through this outside coil in the right side, you can see that the color is red, means the temperature of that particular refrigerant as well as the pressure is high here. Okay, once it passes through the expansion wall, you can see that the temperature and the pressure get reduced. Okay, and one more thing will be taken place with the help of this fan. The heat will get reduced, or it get transferred to the refrigerant. As heat get transferred to the refrigerant, and once it pass through the expansion wall, the temperature also get reduced, and pressure also get reduced, and flow rate also we can reduce. Then it can enter into indoor coil. Here you can see that it enters into indoor coil. Here also in this also there is a fan arrangement. So once this cooling liquid enters into inside coil, with the help of fan, it will be get circulated throughout the duct portions or throughout the different rooms. So evaporation action will be taken place in the inside coil, and then again that the heat will be get transferred to the inside coil, and the refrigerant with some heated, we can say that it will be get heated somehow with the help of internal warm air, and then it will be enters into the compressor. Once it will be enters into a compressor will compress it increase the pressure as well as temperature of that, and then it again enters into the outside coil, where again the heat transfer will taken place, and then again it will be enters into expansion wall. So this is the continuous action taken place. So this is cooling mode action. So external coil and the internal coil function is opposite to each other in the cooling mode. So one of the most important thing to understand about the heat pump operation and the process of transferring heat is that heat energy naturally want to move to areas with lower temperatures and less pressure. So this is the fundamental concept that we are well aware, that the process of transferring heat is that the heat energy naturally want to move areas with lower pressure and temperature. Heat pump rely on the physical properties, putting heat in contact with the cooler, lower pressure environment so that the heat can naturally transfer. This is how the heat pump work. In step 1, what happen? The liquid refrigerant is pumped through the expansion device at the indoor coil. So as we seen from the picture, the liquid refrigerant that is pumped through the expansion wall at the indoor coil. It enters into indoor coil, which is functioning as a evaporator. Air from inside the house is blown across the coil. So that fan plays both of the role. It can blow the inside air through the coil also, where the heat energy is absorbed by the refrigerant. So continuously the inside heat energy it get absorbed by that refrigerant. The resulting cool air is blown throughout the home duct. So fan also plays the role of blowing throughout that home also. The process of absorbing the heat energy has caused the liquid refrigerant to heat up as the heat exchange taken place, so that the liquid refrigerant will heat up and evaporate into the gas form. so that it evaporated into gas form. What happened in the second step? The gaseous refrigerant now passes through the compressor. Now it is in the form of gas refrigerant. Liquid is converted into gas. Now it passes through the compressor, which pressurizes the gas. The process of pressurizing the gas causes to heat up. Okay, the hot pressurized refrigerant move through the system to the coil in the outside unit. Now that comes into outside unit. What happened in the outside unit? A fan in the outside unit moves outside air across the coil, which are serving as a condenser. So now again that gas form is again we want to convert it into liquid form, condenser coil in the cooling mode, because air outside the home is cooler. Air outside the home is cooler than the hot compressed gas, because compressor make it very hot. Compressed gas, refrigerant in the coil. Heat is transferred from the refrigerant to the outside air. So here heat transfer action can taken place, and refrigerant transfer their heat to the outside air. During this process, the refrigerant condense, and automatically the condensation action taken place, and it return back to their liquid state, and it is cool also. The warm liquid refrigerant is pumped through the system to the expansion wall. Now it comes to the expansion wall at the indoor units. And in step 4, last step, the expansion wall reduces the pressure. It again further reduces the pressure of the warm liquid refrigerant, which cools it significantly. At this point, the refrigerant is in the cool liquid state and ready to be pumped back to the evaporator coil in the indoor unit, and the cycle will be repeated again. So in this 4 cycle, the liquid mode will be, cooling mode will be works. And similarly, the opposite function will be happen in the heating mode. In the heating mode, what happen? As we seen in the step 1, the internal coil act as a evaporator coil. So in heating mode, that act as a condenser coil, and the external coil act as a condenser coil. Now that act as a evaporator coil. So this only the thing will be get changed in the heating mode. Otherwise all the same operation will be taken place. So here you can see that indoor unit as we have seen many times, and this is the outside unit. So there is a fan, we can easily see here, and how these 2 lines are, that is in one side it will be passed through the this wall into the indoor unit, and in another side also it can be passed through the pump to the outside unit. So one more diagram. So internal view of this, how these 2 lines are now past the things. You can see from with the help of this reversing wall, here you can see it enters here. Through this, it enters in this way to your unit, where the heat get transfer as well as the condensation action also taken place. The pressure is also get reduced, and the vapor is converted into liquid form, and that liquid form is entered here in this way into wall that is shown here. The heat exchange will be taken place. So you can see that the reversing wall is here. This is the compressor, and there are 2 check valves. One is here. One is check valve, the lower one is check valve, and the upper one is expansion valve. It can be mentioned here, expansion valve. So this above is expansion valve, and this lower one is check valve. So this check valve will be working either in the heating. It will be used for the to do not flow the opposite, to avoid the opposite flow action, so that the check valve is added here. You can see here compressor that plays between the indoor coil and outdoor coil. Okay, and expansion wall is placed between the outside coil and inside. Here what happened? The inside unit is shown in the right side, and the outside unit is shown in the left side. That is only the change, so that So do not this. So this compressor is placed between the inside unit and the outside unit. Okay, right to left, the compressor is placed, and the expansion wall that is placed between the outside unit and the inside unit. Okay, so one more diagram that also shows the things very clear. How actually the internal part look like, that we can easily see here. So here this is the heat exchanger, this is outdoor section. So this act as a condenser. Then this is the reversing wall. This black color device is a compressor. And then this is the indoor section. This act as a again heat exchanger, but roll of this as a evaporator roll of this coil. And this is the check wall. Here also there is a check wall as well as expansion wall. One more diagram that shows the flow from indoor unit to outdoor unit. You can see here. So another diagram, again the same things are shown.